Hi people, welcome to Kat's Intuition. I am Krystal Kat, and today I want to share with you one of the newest decks to my library, and that would be the Under the Oak Tarot. Oh my goodness. Okay, this artwork I just love. This is a Los Scarabeo deck, but let me tell you, first of all, I have issues with Los Scarabeo and their very thin cardstock, because if you've heard me in any of my other videos, I don't want to be, but I am a cardstock snob. I like thick, heavy cardstock. I like to feel like the tool that is tarot that is in my hand feels substantial, right? Anyways, it feels like it's gonna last. And their decks, oh my gosh, they are so thin. Did I say their decks are thin? I mean, their cardstock is thin. For instance, the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, the magical forest, right? But in one of my videos, I mentioned this one here, the Tarot of Enchanted Garden. Oh wow, they really have stepped it up. I am loving these pull away boxes at the top. Okay, I don't want to like chit chat for too long. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. I am proud of Los Scarabeo for stepping it up and doing better with their cardstock. So you do get a much better booklet. It isn't this kind of little white book that you would get that isn't even all the information you get because of all the different languages. You get a little bit meatier book. I'm proud of them. Good job, Los Scarabeo. Good job. Now, this is the same setup. It does have the multiple languages, so let me just show you where English stops. Right here. Right here. So out of this whole book, that's what you're getting, right? But I'm just going to go over this really quickly and then we'll get right into the cards, okay? They have an introduction, so it tells you about the deck, which is so cute. It is about a blind little girl whose name is Anima. She's kind of like, they're taking you through her journey, right? Instead of just calling it the Fool's Journey. Love it. They give you some spreads here, another little write-up, a journey into the soul, and then boom, it gets into the major arcana. And I will read a little passage for just a random card as we walk through it, but I did want to show you that. So, you know, a good bit of information for the majors. And then once we get into the minors, I just want to show you really quick. It gives you a little bit about the suit that you are entering into, and then you can see here, gives you a good chunk as well. It gives you a bit about it, and then it gives you Anima's message, which is cute. It's like a little extra touch. So really good job on that as well, I think. Now for the good part, the fun part, the deck. Ooh, I love this cardstock. It is giving, okay, Baroque Tarot. Oh, you know what this is too? This is Orion's Animal Tarot. This is Haunted Manor Oracle. This is Tildwick Tarot, Baroque Tarot, that kind of swish swish, right? So that, if you have any of those decks that I just lifted off, that gives you an idea of this wonderful cardstock. Now I have already been working with this deck. This was actually one of the decks that I included in my weekly Quickly Tarot polls that you guys can vote on my YouTube community tab. Thank you guys for participating in that, and this one won that poll. So here are the beautiful backs. You can see the difference in the reflection of the water. I don't read reversals, but I think if you did and this is something that you cared about, I think it's pretty good. Love, 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 love. Love the backs. Love the feel of this deck. But I did put it back in order for you guys. You're welcome. I just feel like walkthroughs are better when they're in order. I don't know. Perhaps what you think. Let me know. Okay, let's get stuff out of the way. So all we see are these beautiful cards. Here we have the Fool, and here is our main character. As I mentioned, her name was Anima, or, you know, however you want to pronounce it. But we'll just go ahead and start with the Fool. I will give you a reading of just this card. I won't do it for all of them. Don't worry. So, as you can see here, though, we have this beautiful character. Look at all of these magnificent colors. I am in love with this deck. Immediately, I saw it and I knew we were going to click. Look at this beautiful artwork of this dog coming in here. We still have Our symbology here, we have our main character on a cliff. She has the white rose representing all of that innocence and beauty. But look, oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you. It says, wearing a blindfold obstructs the view of the path, prompting swift decision making. However, decisions must be made with honesty and self-trust. The fool carries a flower as a good luck charm, representing the integrity of her actions and the lightheartedness of her creativity. Concealed within her amulet is a feather, a gentle reminder to embrace lightheartedness even amid adversity, because the universe knows how to direct us along the right path. And here is Anima's message: embracing swift yet wise decisions, lightheartedness, embarking on a new adventure, creating happy memories, and always following the heart's call. So I think that's beautiful. They don't give you reversal meanings. Let's see if they do for the minors really quick. No. So that is what you can get. So really good, right? It's not just a little book of just keywords. They're explaining what you are seeing here. And they did speak of an amulet and the feather. I am assuming they mean this little tiny one right here. There, we focused. I'm assuming they mean this right here. Although that's so tiny that, yeah, unless they point it out, we can see that she has something on her there, but it's not very boom in your face, right? How is that? Better, yes? Beautiful full card. Yes, yes. Now we have the Magician. Again, this artwork is not going to be your typical artwork that we see. I was thinking about doing a side-by-side for you guys with my Rider-Waite deck that I have for comparison videos, but I just really wanted the focus to be on these cards because they're so beautiful all on their own. But if you would like to see a comparison, let me know in the comments and we can definitely do that. So we get a little bit of the symbolism here. One hand is up, one hand is down. Look at this snake around her here. And we have all of the elements. Now, the minors are not renamed. They have the traditional suit names, right? Wands, swords, cups, pentacles. But they are depicted, as you see here on the back, differently. And it shows you down here, and it does that for each of the suits. And so you have like a little candle. Look at the way the light comes in through this. I think that this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. You see, and doesn't it look like eyes right here looking at you? Do you see that? Is it just me? I wonder if let's take a look. I know I said I wouldn't look for every card, but I really want to see if they mention a face in the tree. I haven't read the book just enough just to know that it gives you a little something something. Okay, so we'll read for this one as well because I'm very curious to see if it says anything about those mysterious eyes in the tree there. It says, the magician stands at the threshold of an endless journey. Guided by the cosmic forces, she carries with her symbols of power: a candle representing the element of fire, a flower embodying the essence of water, a rune representing air, and a solid crystal representing earth. The magician rises above the mundane world, transcending into a realm of deep wisdom. With unwavering confidence, she transforms her thoughts into tangible actions, fueled by the boundless potential of her divine imagination. Anima's message here is: trust your sixth sense. Walk your path you've pictured. The universe protects your choices, imagination, bright ideas, and intuition. Beautiful. Okay, so no, they didn't, but I swear those are eyes there. Love all of the colors, and that's a beautiful thing also about this deck is that it gives you color, so much color, but yet they are so muted, and I appreciate that because I like, very dark art. Like, for instance, the True Black is my #1 deck, and well, yeah, all black, right? But I really appreciate this. And here we have this beautiful bird here looking down over a book with all the flowers bursting out. We do get the black and white column symbology. They are trees here, but you totally get it. We get the moon image here reflecting in the water, which is beautiful. We have this mysterious fog that's moving in, all of these glowing little orbs all around. It just gives you this sense of beauty and tranquility and peace, and yet mystery and intrigue all at the same time. And I think that that is so beautifully done. Even the way the leaves and the vines and the branches are intertwining, it brings in that duality. Oh, this deck is just so beautifully done. So beautifully done. Now this one is a little funny looking to me, I will say. Here we have the Empress, and it just, my issue is with the artwork itself, not the overall card. It just seems like her head is really small for this body, and it kind of makes my eye twitch. It bothers me. It bothers me a little bit. But the overall feel of this card is gorgeous. This here is actually her tail. At first I thought it was a flower, but it is her tail. And this is a statue standing behind her. You see this crown here. Let's see if it has 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, so they're sticking to, see, we have a lot of the repeating symbology here that you would carry through if you are using the weight system, right? You get all of this greenery, this abundance, and she's here sitting right in the middle of it, and she looks like she is so at peace, whatever this creature is. I'm going to read one more. I know. Are you yelling at me right now? You said you were going to do that. But I want to see, does it say anything about... I do like that they actually point out that in the High Priestess card, it is the gray heron, and she resembles a ruler of this one here. It says the High Priestess, an elegant gray heron, resembles a ruler of a mystical throne, immersing herself in the waters of visions and the secrets of the forest. She delves into mysteries, intuitions, and the depths of the human soul. As we approach her sacred temple, we eagerly await her message. Let's immerse ourselves in the fountain of revelation, listen to the secrets of the trees, and allow ourselves to be guided by the moon. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The book, they did such a great job. And her message here would be, messages should be listened to and problems should be solved. Be cautious of secrets, self-determination, and completion of projects, an important female figure. Oh, see? Oh, goodness, it's so good. This book is almost worth reading for you for every card so that you really feel or can get that appreciation for this deck. Okay, so the Empress points to where fortune hides. She embraces the fertility stone, which we can see right here. And behind her stands a statue of Demeter, overseeing the scene. She is in her kingdom of abundance, prosperity, and growth. Like a field of dandelions, the golden glow of her blessing shines brightly. Everything around exudes beauty, clarity, and authority. The Empress invites you to keep your feet firmly grounded, to be strong and responsible. Her message here is be patient for the reward. There are birth and creation, strength and stability, a loving motherly figure, a kind and friendly presence that brings comfort. Okay, so I guess I am also so wowed by this book because, like I said, I have read with it, but I briefly glanced at the guidebook just to see what it offered, but I haven't actually read it. So this is kind of a first impressions for me of the book itself. Now, here's the Emperor. I do love the Emperor, and I actually like that there are sunflowers here. If you've seen my other videos where I mentioned sunflowers, I have a huge new appreciation and love for sunflowers, as they are actually used in highly toxic areas, even horrible sites like Chernobyl. They are planted there and they absorb the toxicity out of the land, even horrible metals out of the earth, and then they uproot them and dispose of them. Isn't that fascinating? I, being a liker of more of the dark things, have never liked sunflowers and their big, bright, yellow, happy selves screaming, "Look at me," right? But now, one of my absolute favorite flowers because of what they do for our earth. And yes, to me, I see it as a working flower, right? How amazing and how appropriate because they are so big. Okay, sorry for my tangent there. So here we have this green man sitting here in all of his glory in the middle of nature. We have a three-eyed ram at his feet. The only thing that gives me kind of off-putting vibes is this tree here. He makes me think two different ways. Either he's being a joker and he's like messing with the Hierophant, and I'm sorry, with the Emperor, and it shows how much dedication and focus that the Emperor has to have, or he's trying to deviate him some way. I don't know. For me, it's a strange feeling that this tree here that's reaching out for the Emperor. Let's see. It says, the Emperor sits proudly upon his throne. He is the king of the forest, the master of the woods and the animals, radiating a sense of awareness and authority. The Emperor achieves his desires through determined pursuit, embodying action and practicality, creativity, and a hard-working spirit. At his feet, a ram with 3 eyes serves as a symbolic guide, pointing the way to opportunities and vision. Anima's message, achievement, and stability takes center stage. The fulfillment of actions is now evident. A robust masculine influence and authoritative yet tender paternal figures signify strength and a commanding spirit. Ooh, yes. So see, they don't say anything about this tree back here. I would have liked to know what was going on with that tree, because see, he's like, hey, listen to me. I don't know. But look at the Hierophant, how beautiful. And we see this stag here on the backs of the cards. Love the colors. This is actually my card. This is, representative of Taurus. I am a very proud Taurus, and oh my gosh. Crows, so me. Rain, so me. Dark, moody. I think of this as a cold, rainy night, so me. So I am in love with this Hierophant card. I think it's gorgeous. We can see details here in these big, what I would assume would be like ancient stones, We have more crows back here, and you can see the forest all around us here with the crows at the bottom. The little ripples in the water, the vines and the roots coming around this chair. We have that key symbology there. It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It says the key of knowledge hangs on a Celtic throne as we enter the temple of nature, seeking kindness and forgiveness. It's crucial to tune into the voices of the forest, connect with our ancestral selves, and shake off the lethargy of inactivity. Say that 10 times fast. The Hierophant pledges to unravel difficulties if we pay attention to the messages from the other arcana. He serves as a reminder of the profound love that can exist between two people, emphasizing loyalty and commitment. I love that. Loyalty, commitment, high standards, tradition in a healthy way. Great healthy routines, even down into your day-to-day. Love it. Love it. Avoid representing the same mistakes. Embrace forgiveness for ourselves and others, fostering a robust and affectionate relationship with promises that stand the test of time. Gorgeous. Now, look at this moody, dark card, and then bam, look at all of this brightness and abundance and green and light and a breath of fresh air that you get from looking at this card right as we enter into the Lovers. There is a lot going on here. So we have Anima here down at the bottom, and she's entering in what looks like a forgotten garden, right? One could say an Adam and Eve garden, I would imagine. We have this beautiful, this looks like wisteria to me. We have the symbology here of a snake, this beautiful, what is that called? It has a weird name. Oh my goodness, I'll think of it. And this beautiful, huge peacock here at the top, right? Instead of that angelic figure that we have in other cards. Oh, it's so beautiful. It says, Anima crosses the gardens dominated by the Lovers. Much like the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, love is full of crossroads and indecision. The chosen path doesn't always lead to passionate love stories. Sometimes we need to look beyond the surface before embarking on the journey of building the sacred sanctuary of love. The Lovers convey a message of harmony, tenderness, perfection, and promises. As with any opportunity, not only attentive scrutiny must but also an unburdened heart is required. Oh, see? Oh, I love this. Okay, so here we have the Chariot. Here we have those eyes again. Okay, those are not in every card, right? No, they're not. Okay, but you can see the eyes down here in the corner. Can you see? See the eyes? Very pretty cat-like eyes. Now, this is definitely not giving us the feel of movement, which actually typically the Chariot doesn't for me anyways, despite the name. You know, the sphinxes are always sitting down or, you know, staring at each other or off into the distance. So this is a great depiction. It's almost like she's taking a rest and she's going to decide what she's going to do next. And oh, I just noticed these two towers, I guess you could call them, right here. Reminds me of the Moon card, or even one of the towers that you see in the Death card. Look at this cute little bird. It looks like she's not just drinking, but looking at her reflection in this water. Maybe some self-reflection, pulling that in. And I love it. It looks like he has a heart. So I am so in love. Look at the wisteria again. I love the peacefulness of this deck. It says, the Chariot reminds us that the well-deserved reward is here, and the path we're on is leading us to triumph. Let's join the ranks of the victorious, just like the Celtic warriors who have faced many challenges, knowing no fear because they're fueled by passion of their goals. The Chariot underlies that those who tackle the journey with determination will find reward, no matter the obstacles they face. That's a very powerful message for the Chariot, and I love it. Look at strength. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna ooh and ah over every freaking card because I love it that much. The colors, we have that brightness coming in. It's like it's sunrise, and this is such a gentle strength card, and I like a more gentle, balanced strength card over the ones where the main character is dominating the other. I really, really appreciate this one. Look how huge this beast, if you will, is compared to Anima here. It says, strength calls for courage, doing good deeds and handling responsibilities. Sometimes we forget our true nature, that hidden part that's as determined as a minotaur. Okay, so a minotaur here. Embrace that deep ancestral strength, even if it can feel a bit frightening. Let it pull you through the storms of life, helping you heal the heart's wounds. I absolutely love that message, and it speaks volumes to me right now. Things are getting a little bit bumpy, but yes, definitely strength is a very important card to me right now. Love that so much. Oh my goodness gracious. The Hermit card is one of my most favorite cards to look at in a deck, and this one, it's just so peaceful, and she's rising up, getting away from everything down below that could be causing her stress. She's being able to really enjoy the beauty that perhaps she wouldn't have been able to see if she didn't remove herself from everything and everyone else, right? In the depths of profound contemplation, a beacon of enlightenment shines through. The Hermit embodies caution, introspection, and the discovery of hidden wisdom, like the lone star in the dark new moon sky. It's about self-reflection, sometimes letting go to find a seemingly lost path. The Hermit takes it slow, stepping back from external influences, which is what I was commenting about, getting away from everything, right? To embrace personal transformation. Yes. Oh, look at our Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, I like that. And we see the rune, the candle, the crystal, and the flower that we know depicts each of our suits, right? Or represents each of our suits. We have a snake, a little snail, and a fox here. Absolutely love this. Again, every card just seems so very peaceful. It says in the wheel, you tap into your inner strength, tune into the subtle calls of fate, trust your judgment, and embrace perseverance. Picture yourself circling around the tree of life, connected to nature, the sacred essence of existence, and the twist of fate. When you unravel the possibilities that tomorrow could bring, do it with care No need for fear. Just be aware that you're guided by the universe, that's sometimes triumphant and other times mysterious. You've got the power to spin the wheel and see what unfolds. That's beautiful, because yes, what goes up must come down. So it's wonderful to that saying, this too shall pass, but that also applies to the good times. That's why you have to prepare. Even when things are going well, you need to be smart and prepare for when times are not so abundant or aren't going so well, right? But also, that's a beautiful, very welcoming message when things are going bad. You really can't wait for that wheel to spin back in your favor. Here we have a beautiful Justice card. I'm getting Persephone vibes off of this, right? With like the abundance, but still the darkness. I feel like this card has this deck, it has a beautiful duality when it comes to everything, just life, and that is life. Look at these beautiful little tiny streams coming. We have 4 different ones here coming into this main pool of water. It says, the goddess of justice serenely observes us from her flowery throne, emphasizing the profound significance of every element in the cycle of life, flowering gracefully like the water at her feet. However, none are exempt from her discerning judgment. In her magical realm, she maintains a perfect balance, generously donating this life-nurturing water. Oh. So it's going out, not flowing in. She's generously donating this life-nurturing water. Justice extends her protection to those dedicated to noble actions, steering clear of the allure of empty words. Oh, that right there is powerful. It's all about actions, not words. You have to act with conviction. Stand up for your convictions. Do what you say you're going to do. Hold true to your word. Your word does mean something, or it should. If you say you're going to do it, do it. Or if you say you're not going to do it, don't do the thing. Stay true. And I liked where it said that she's dedicated to noble actions, meaning, again, that whole karma, right? What goes around comes around. If you do bad, no, it is going to come back to you. The only path she advocates is one paved with truth, for falsehoods only lead to darkness. Yes, I cannot stand lies. I can't stand lies and shadiness and a backwards way of doing things. Just be true. We need goodness. And so I love that justice is a card that demands that. And it's all about, 2 wrongs don't make a right. You need to watch your own, be good with your own self, with that higher power. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, if you believe in whatever spirituality, there's so many out there, right? You can call it the universe, just anything. But you have to be true, because no matter what you believe in, there's still that karma. Karma comes for everybody. Be true, be good. We need so much good in this world. The Hanged Man. This is such a beautiful Hanged Man card. She is floating so serenely in this water, and we can see little fishies floating around her. I'm just going to turn it this way so we can really see it not upside down. See these beautiful, what look like butterfly koi to me. We have, it kind of looks like a rune right here. Really love that. And she's so tranquil, no worries, no cares. She is definitely, and I like that it shows like her, I can hear this, like when your ears are covered by the water and you cannot hear the outside. I love it. Okay, sorry, I had to pause and I forgot what I was saying. I just know that I was going on and on and on about how peaceful this looks. Okay, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man sees the world upside down. Not everything surrounding us possesses the ability to mend our soul. Like oak leaves gracefully descending, sometimes it's important to fall slowly. In this hopeful existence, the Hanged Man isn't lost despite navigating through moments of introspection and solitude. Silence bears its sacred wisdom, which we should just sit and listen to. Now is not the moment for hasty action. See, so the write-ups in this book are giving you so much more than just that typical tiny little white book. So here we have the Devil. This will be the last major arcana card that I read from the book, with or for whatever, and then I will pick one to do for the minors for you. This is, however, giving devilly vibes. right? I think you will agree. See, it's mainly just the red and, well, the horns. It's totally giving devil vibes, but it's kind of that where maybe she was on the wrong path, right? She was wandering this way, but the destruction of that is changing her path, altering what may not have been the best path for her. So I really do pull out death's meaning here and all that, but let's see what the book has to say. I am really enjoying reading this book. I love hearing what it has to say. Okay, so it says, without change, nothing can be built. Yes. On the cliff's edge, death stands tall and menacing, but it should not be feared. It offers wisdom with its mysterious actions. There is hope for rebirth in our desperation. Oh, that's beautiful, and that touches me right now so very much. There is hope for rebirth in our desperation. There are opportunities to be seen in our sorrow. Death is rarely an end. Rather, it is a dignified restart through suffering. Beautiful, powerful. These messages, what I'm finding, are not just small little blurbs in there with keywords. No, this is actually giving you small bits of information, but they're sweet and simple to the point. They're of substance, and I appreciate that with this book. So I love that, and we have the smoke moving in here. This card is beautifully done. I like how this one fox seems to be looking over at her like, no, what are you doing? I love the death card. Sometimes things have to go just completely wrong for the plot to move along, and that is how I feel about the Tower card, actually. Okay, so here we have this strange character here. I guess you could say a harpy. I wonder if that's what they call it. I said I wouldn't read it, but this one, Temperance gracefully descends with its mystical wings and delivers a message of harmony. I won't read the rest of it for you, just in case that's getting annoying, but I did want to see if it referred to what it is. And no, oh, and look, you see what I'm noticing? Are those eyes. Those eyes are the ones that I noticed here. Look at that. Look at that. I am really enjoying going through this deck in depth with you guys because I am noticing things. And where was that other one peeking through the bushes? Here with the chariot right down there. And now we have the eyes on her wings. Very interesting there. They don't touch on any of that, well, that I have read. Right, so instead of our main character pouring liquid from one cup to another, one vessel to another, we have flowers here, and it's very thick. It actually isn't very water-like. I mean, of course it's water-like, but you get me? It looks almost like an essence of something. That is what I'm getting, this essence of the flower here. Love all the foliage and the flowers, all of that in this deck. It's so abundant. I absolutely am in love with this deck. I like her little ear feathers here. Very cute. Very, very cute. Here, oof. Look at this devil card. This one pulls at your heartstrings. At least for me it does. You know, a lot of other devil cards for me, again, all my little humble opinions, right? For me, many of the other devil cards really pull in that imagery of addiction, of huge temptation taking you over, of lacking self-control, right? With this card, I don't really get that. It seems like this could possibly be just a series of misfortunate events that you just were not thinking. You weren't grounded enough, and it has gotten you tied up like this, bound, but in yourself, in your thoughts, your emotions. And that's really what I feel like this is, more than an actual thing. This particular devil card in this deck really makes me feel it emotionally, mentally. And look, she's like in a little fairy ring, right, with the mushrooms. It's so impactful. I am so shocked with the imagery from this deck. Very beautiful. So yeah, so let me know your thoughts on this. Don't you feel that this is more than substance, more than physical, material, anything? This feels emotional. This feels like deep, horrible regret and sorrowful thoughts that are just eating away from you, that stress, that overwhelming anxiety that you have completely allowed to overtake you, and now you're riddled with the aftermath of that. And it's like it's almost like depression. You know, you can't get out of this horrible haze of anxiety, and everywhere you look is sorrowful and dreary. Yeah, love Okay, the Tower. I love how our figure is grabbing her face here. Again, very impactful emotional wise, right? And we have these poor birds here that, oh, that if you look close, see, wow, okay. Yep, they look like our Temperance figure here. Okay, let's just do a little close-up for you here. Now, look at these, what at first glance I thought were birds. Now, as I said, I have read with this deck last week, all week long. This was the deck that won the poll for the deck that I use all week long for my personal pulls and for the tarot quickies that I offer. So it was only a week of using this, and I never pulled the Tower card, so I didn't get to see this in depth. And wow, this is beautiful. Let's see here. Focus, if you will, on those birds. That is our Temperance character right there. You see their little face? This right here looks like a face to me. This is amazing. This so gives me like devil vibes too. It looks like horns. And that too really goes hand in hand. But I love this Tower card. I hate to see it in a personal reading because I don't want any Tower moments, right? But they definitely are necessary. It's definitely the whole, it gets worse before it gets better. It's got to, things have to come crashing down to make room for those new things to come in. And it just, bam, I love the lightning bolt here. I just love everything about this deck. There was so much thought put into it. At least it seems, right? It seems like there's so much thought put into this. And look, here we have, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm seeing a lot of this division of things. This looks like that tree to me. And now, after that horrible Tower moment where you just were completely, there was no hope, you were drained, you were stressed, everything is crumbling down before you, all your hopes and your dreams are coming crashing down, then we move into the nice tranquil night, right? And it's like you are trying to fill your cup back up, and you are looking to yourself again, trying to ground yourself again, trying to, like I said, fill your own cup up in any way that works for you. You know, the simple pleasures in life, anything, alone time, that is what this looks like to me. And oh, I love it. It's so tranquil. I love the detail and the ripples in the water, the light off of this star. She's definitely filling her cup up again. And the moon. Look at this beautiful image. So this image here is what you will see on one side of the box. Here's the other. It's beautifully done. We have the Fool here, the Hermit here, and here's our beautiful moon. I do love our moth down here at the bottom. I love moths though, so of course I'm going to going to like that. I love that we have our water, even though we don't have that typical imagery. We still have water here and some very magical looking rabbits. I don't much care for rabbits, but very magical looking here. And look, don't they look like they are on that same divided tree, sitting right here? That's what it looks like to me. And we have the eye and our crescent moon up here around all of these beautiful flowers. Oh, it's so tranquil. This is one of the most beautiful moon cards. I love how different it is, and yet you get it. It's not so different to where you're like, what was this artist thinking, right? Again, look at our tree. So this is definitely following something here, at least for me. Again, I see it from, oh wow, look, it goes all the way through, oh yeah, it goes all the way to Judgment. See, our Tower, then our star, then our moon. Here it looks like they're sitting in the tree, and now here with the sun. This sun is so beautiful and uplifting, and it's as though, again, I get this as a mental thing. She's not actually flying on that horse, right? She has come to terms with all of this emotional turmoil. She has uncovered what was hidden and what was going on around her that was devastating and pulling her down and making her feel empty. But she took that time and she found that happiness again, and then everything got uncovered, and now she is feeling uplifted again, and not here. See this? This was her just letting those horrible emotions and then she dealt with it. And that's what we have to do. We have to deal with it, and we have to create this sanctuary for ourselves, which is our sun card. And just like the sunflower that I mentioned and touched on earlier, just as they are able to absorb toxins out of the earth, and that is what the sun card does. We have to get rid of the toxins going on around us and in our lives, and everything that is bringing us down and making us feel empty. Get everything out in the open and uncovered, put everything out on the table so that you can be elevated again, and you can feel safe, and you can feel happy, and your emotions can run free and happy again, and you can let that sunlight come in and fill your heart back up in a very happy way. It is just beautiful. And here again, here is our tree. Here with Judgment, we have everything coming together. We have our nice big white stag that we saw in, I believe, yes, in the Hierophant card. And all of the little animals are coming together. It's like they're here. They are ready for that next phase. They're answering that call. They're feeling that warmth again. They're being rejuvenated and awakening, and the abundance here is beautiful. They're ready for anything. And then the last, we have the World. And here we see she's no longer wearing a blindfold. I wonder, does it say in the book anything about, and this is what I have observed upon using this deck, that in some she's not wearing her blindfold as she starts out, because as they do point out, she is blind. But I'm curious, is she no longer blind because now she has uncovered everything and she now sees the truth of her reality around her? If so, I think that would be a beautiful message. But this is a really nice World card. I mean, it really has that happiness, and I usually like to look at the Fool and look at the World together. Let's just see. The World is revealed just like a magical portal. When natural elements are present, nothing can be hidden. Now, fulfilling dreams is no longer prohibited. One can happily embrace the journey of life. In order to achieve what we wanted, we had to face challenges, but the outcome will be long-lasting. Similar to the history of the world, at last, our actions have led to a successful outcome. We have made the correct decisions and achieved our goals. Okay, so it does not make any reference to the blindfold situation. I just wanted to check on that. Absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. Hi people, Editing Krystal here. I noticed upon editing this video that, wow, this got really, really long. So what I'm going to do is break it up into parts. The first part being the majors. If you would like to continue on to see how I go through the minors, I will be uploading those videos very soon. Also, I will be pairing this Under the Oak Tarot deck with other Oracle and Tarot to give you an idea of the pairs that I think play nicely with this deck. That will either be on its own or tagging along in the minor videos. I'm just not sure yet how much I need to break up those. It all depends on how long it gets. So for now, that is it. I hope you enjoyed looking through this Under the Oaks tarot deck with me, at least through the majors thus far. And I look forward to seeing you in the other videos. Until next time, nothing but love. Bye.